Pangutaran, an island municipality in the province of Sulu, where fishing and farming are the common economic activity. Throughout the years, Pangutaran has gradually improved and developed, which can be seen through its infrastructure and successful professionals. But, do we all know how Pangutaran began? And how does it got its name? So here's the story about the Pangutaran origin. In the beginning, Pangutaran Island was nothing but just a portion of land, appeared from the bottom of the sea, located at the distance from the Sulu mainland. At the center of the island, it grown a tree called Bangkuro. The tale begins when there was one fisherman from Sulu mainland, whose name was Pangutaran, who happened to pass by in the island from fishing. In his way to mainland, the wind started to blow, caused the waves flocking by and by. The weather started to break the peacefulness of the ocean, and the horizon turned into dark, then it falls a heavy rain. He looked around him hoping for some island in nearby mainland, that he could stay for a moment, while waiting for a good weather to come, while sailing helplessly against the angry waves. Surprisingly and unexpectedly, he saw a single tree in a small portion of land, from a distance, but not far. He then changed his course toward the direction of the small island. Upon reaching to it, he immediately got a rope, and tied his boat to a Bangkuro tree, and made a decision to rest there, for a night long. While in his deep sleep, he was frightened by the sun rays pointing directly into his eyes, that made him wake up. He noticed the rising of the sun in the morning. The weather became favorable for sailing. Pangutaran get his boat, and began to sail back to Sulu mainland. Every time when Pangutaran went fishing to the other side of the Sulu Ocean, he used to pass by from the island and rest there in the night, before returning back to the mainland. One day, when Pangutaran went to visit the small island, he noticed the sudden and swift of its growing. Its rapid expansion became wider and wider. Few months later, Pangutaran reported to the Sultan of Sulu about the new island appeared in Sulu archipelago he has discovered. Upon knowing, the Sultan immediately commanded him to build a settlement together with his family in the new founded island. Pangutaran and his family, as the first residents of the island, planted many vegetables, trees, and many plants for their daily consumptions. Although he lived separated from the mainland, but his solitude was not the reason for him to leave the island. He loved the island very much, and he was very happy and comfortable to reside with his family in the island. As he raised more and more descendants, the island became wider and wider too, and covered with various plants. Pangutaran named the new founded island Bangkuro, in the native Tausug dialect. Its name adopted after the name of the first tree grown in the island. However, upon the coming of the Malay merchants to the island, its name was changed to Pulau Bangkuro, in Malay dialect, which means the Bangkuro Island. Several years passed. Another islands appeared surrounding the Bangkuro Island. Each newborn island has its own legend too, on how it was grown. These islets were named Pandukon, Kulesian, Ubyan, Tubigan, Usaddak, and more. When Pangutaran died, the name Pulau Bangkuro was again changed to Pangutaran, in memory of the first man who was first to discover the island. Tomb is now located at Sitio Halaman Pababag, Barangay Siipang, Pangutaran, Sulu.